So I'm Sylvan. I'm the co-founder of a video agency called Aptamin. And before I get to the slides and the video, I would like to do a little experiment, and I'm going to need everybody to tag along. So I want you to take your phone out and record a short video of anything in the room. Please take your phone out, record that video. Everybody, don't be lazy. It's the last talk of the day, so it can be a video of the ceiling, of your feet, of your neighbor. Just take your phone out, record a short video. Okay, thank you. Steve, I see you over there. Record it. Fritz, thank you. Okay, everyone. Now, just freeze for a second so I have time to see. Okay, thank you. So, okay, you can play it back now. So, from what I'm seeing here is that about half of you suffer from what is called VVS, the vertical video syndrome. I saw about half of the people take their phone and record a video with their phone in portrait mode. Now, don't worry, this is not a big deal, or at least it's not a big deal anymore, because people have massively adopted vertical video now. And the reason for that is mobile. So I used to think it was a big deal, and I used to shake my head at everyone shooting vertical video. But like I said, now it's been massively adopted, so it doesn't really matter. And it's been adopted, of course, because of mobile. And the fact that most users spend most of their time with their phone in vertical position. So now we see apps and social media platforms starting to leverage that. And of course, it's what we've been seeing with Snapchat, with Instagram stories, but also now with Facebook stories, Facebook Messenger Day, and several other apps. They're all built around the vertical video format. So if you're trying to promote your app with video, or if you're a video agency like we are, there is really no point in fighting that. So it's much better to just adapt. I want to show you a few videos that would be a good fit for Snapchat ads, Instagram stories, or possibly soon Facebook stories ads.
Watchdogs too.
So of course you have to picture those, playing full screen on your vertical, in portrait mode. And this last video is not from us, but I thought it was an interesting example of a game ad, and I really like the rhythm of it. So as you can see, they are all on the shorter side and with a pretty fast pace. And it's a really interesting format to work with. So that's for using video on the apps that are built around that vertical format. But now what we're seeing is that people are getting used to this, and they don't want to turn their phone anymore to watch your video. So what happens is that ad networks, they've started adapting. And basically they adapt because if an ad is not served in the right orientation, then tons of space is lost. So like here, you have your phone in portrait mode, and the ad is a landscape ad, and you have tons of space that is lost. So they've started filling that space with a CTA, app ratings, a description. And also what some of them do now is they can actually serve the ad that matches the device orientation. So I encourage you to do two things. The first one is to produce your video in both landscape and portrait mode, because they do need that creative, of course, to be able to serve it as an ad. And the second one is to work with those ad networks that have figured this out. That way, if someone is playing a game with their phone in vertical position, when an ad is served, it will be a vertical video. And this is going to help your completion rate, your conversion rate, and most likely it's going to decrease your cost as well. You have a few numbers here from Vongo. Optimizing your creative matters because over the coming years, video ad spending is going to keep increasing, and your CPI, your CPA, they're most likely going to keep increasing as well. Yet video is known to bring you more engaged users. So if you're putting in the effort, the time, the money into producing videos, then you might as well plan for your ride. And basically, you want to make sure that you're going to maybe invest a little extra to be able to optimize your creatives over a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and improve performance. So my point earlier was not to tell you all your video creatives should be vertical. That's not what I'm talking about. It won't work on YouTube, for example. So what I'm talking about is optimizing by channel. And there are a number of ways that you can optimize your video creatives. Of course, you want to, as much as possible, follow the best practices on each channel. So that means being aware of things like behavior and placement. Okay, so for example, if you take a rewarded video, people can usually not skip it. So you have more time to show them what you want them to see. But if you take a Facebook ad in a newsfeed, it's even more critical to catch attention quickly because your ad is only one scroll away from disappearing. So you want to think about that kind of thing, and you have several ways you can optimize your creatives. You can change the length, change the pace, you can test to put a different value proposition forward, or you can play with the format. And when I say format, of course, I'm talking about my point earlier, which is, landscape, square, or vertical. And I want to start by showing you that video we saw the beginning of earlier.
Dude, not again. Where are you?
I have no idea. One second I was with you and the next I wasn't.
Dude, you're the worst with directions.
Can you just come get me?
Okay, then you get to their page or whatever. So if you have, first of all, if you have a lot of lonely socks like I do, you might relate to this. But my point about this video is that initially it was a YouTube ad of about 60 seconds with sound. And what Google did is they made it much shorter. This one I think is about 15 seconds. And they made it square and added captions so that even if there is not the sound on, people will understand the ad and the message. I want to show you another video now.
Tired of counting change every time you have to split a bill? With Verse, paying and receiving money is as easy and as fast as sending a text message. One person pays, the rest pay that person back in seconds. Use it to pool money for gifts or to plan the whole party. The possibilities are endless. Verse, instant, safe, and free.
Okay, so this is an ad our team has just finished, and it is a good fit for Facebook and an even greater fit for Instagram because it's a little more artsy. And the way we did it is we made a short video. We made it square for Instagram to take more screen real estate. And we added subtitles at the bottom, same thing, so that if the ad remains muted, people will still understand the message. We like to think it's a kind of ad that if people see them on their feed, it's going to grab their attention for a few seconds. I want to show you the last video now. So this video we produced in also 15 seconds, 30 seconds, landscape and square format. And the idea behind that is for our client to test all those creatives and see what performs best. And I want to say a quick word about using vertical video with Facebook ads. Something you have to be aware of if you try vertical video is that in the feed, the top part and the bottom part of your video might not be visible if you use a full screen vertical video, meaning a 9:16 format. So if your video is full screen, then when it's in the feed, people will not see the top and the bottom. So here on the left, as you can see, you don't see the same thing. You don't see the top bar and the bottom bar. So that's why Facebook currently recommends a 2/3 format, so that even if people don't tap on your video to see it full screen, they will still see all of the video. If you ever want to see how any video is going to look in a user feed, whether Facebook or Instagram, you can go to Facebook's Creative Hub, and there you can create a mock-up and see the result on your device. Something else that you can try to optimize your video creatives. You can try to put a different value proposition forward. Or you can create separate videos, one for each value proposition or benefit of the app. And this has multiple advantages because you can test all those creatives with the same target audience and see what resonates best. Or you can target different audiences based on the benefit of the app that you're showing. It can work also with gender. If you have a male audience and then a female audience, you can do 2 videos, one targeting each of them. Let's watch this video we did for our client, BlaBla Connect.
Looking for a faster and safer way to send gifts to your beloved ones? Now with BlaBla Connect, send international airtime top-up anytime, anywhere. BlaBla Connect, countless ways to reach out.
So this is one of 3 videos. The 2 other ones show different features or benefits of the app. If you were to use those on Facebook or Instagram, we would recommend to make them square and add captions. So whether directly in the video or using Facebook captions. The last video we're about to watch is a video we made for our client Vivino. And if you don't know Vivino, it's one of it is actually the largest wine community app in the world. It has about 23 million users. And if you can do it, get invited to some of the meetings because they actually offer you wine. So,
unsure if you're picking the right wine? With Vivino, never pick the wrong wine again. Take a photo of any wine label and instantly see ratings and reviews, helping you make the right choice every time. Never pick another bad wine. Download Vivino today.
It's my favorite app for, wine for sure. What we did for this project is we created a longer form video, and they used it on the Google Play Store, and it actually increased conversion by 15%. And the way we thought that video is so that it could be split up in 3 different ads, and this is one of the 3 ads. And so far, this has been their most successful video campaign. We've seen earlier with the little mind map that I put that you have many ways you can test your video creatives. And you probably cannot test everything, so you have to pick your battles. This is the end of my presentation, but I'm going to be around for a while. So don't hesitate if you have any questions. Happy to answer them after. Thank you.